Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to discuss how to add damages and scratches to a 360 car photo. The end result will be something like this. You will be able to add on the spot as you're with the car on your mobile device, the scratches and damages that are on the car, so you could express them and show them to your end audience if it is a remarketing purpose, or it could be used as documenting damages for fleets, for rentals, and insurance companies. Without further ado, let's get started. What we are going to do, I will do a very quick capture of the 360 photo of the car. We will not go in details on how to create a 360 photo of a car. If you are interested in learning how to do that, we have a separate video that goes extensively in details on how to do it. We're going to put a card and a link here, as well as we'll be putting a link in the description where you guys can look at how to create a 360 photo of the car. This video will be focused on how to add damages and hotspots that shows scratches to the car, where we call it internally condition report. So the first step would be to complete the 360 photo, which we're going to very quickly go over that, and then we'll come back to you guys to show how to add the damages. Now that I'm done with the walk around, as you saw very quickly going over it, we skipped the interior photography, we skipped the panoramic again. If you would like to see a complete video of how to do interior exterior 360 photography, we're going to put a link in the description. You can see it. Now we're going to focus on adding damages, where we call condition report. So I have the condition exterior condition report here, where I'm going to just say start the condition report, and it's going to show me the actual car in 360 format. So you need something to mark the damage with. A ruler, a measuring tape, or some sort of a marker that you could brand it yourself would be a good suggestion to have. So in this video, I'm going to just use a typical ruler, but obviously you can also choose something that you have, or create a business call style with an arrow with measurements. The goal is really to show the end customer the scale of that scratch or dent, and really anything that has some sort of a measurement on it would work. So I'll come here and I've looked at this car, and I can really mark. I'm gonna mark two damages. When I see a damage at the bottom here in this section, where you see it was hit probably a curb, and then we have another damage here, we're on the side of the door, which we're going to mark those. So I will basically go to the frame where I see the damages, and I will mark add damage, and I will basically just tap, right? And as I tap, it goes to the next frame. I tap. I think that this 3 frame is good, and then I'll just go add content. So the camera comes in, and I'm gonna just get an angle. I'm gonna use this so that it shows where the damage is, and I do it in a way that sort of make it visible, so I can tap on it if it wasn't good, and do another capture. There you go. And now that I'm happy, I can add a description. The description could be how much it costs to repair it, what the damage is, what part of the car is. Even though that we'll see it in the 360 photo, but you could add description if you like. For this video, we're going to just skip that. And once I'm done, now I'm going to actually go add the other one. So I'll basically say add damage, and I will start tap the area that I see the damage is. I'll add content, and so here you could adjust the zoom, the brightness. We also have auto adjustment and also autofocus. You can tap in the area that has a damage, or you will be able to use the zoom feature if you'd like to, and do the capture. So what is good about this, because they will see it on the 360 photo, so they will know what part of the car is, and then you could add description. For example, how much does it cost to repair? And that gives them an idea. Okay, if I buy this car, how much it would cost me to fix that issue. Against the general belief that showing the damages is not really good for a dealership, our experience with pilot dealers and our existing customers shows that in fact it has a very positive effect in creating trust between the person that is looking at that car online, and they feel that you're disclosing to them any issues that the car has. So we highly encourage you to use this feature. That will help to establish the trust, and people would have a more comfortable time to come and physically and in person see the car. So with that said, we're basically done with this damage report. Obviously, if you have more, you could simply go and add more. But in this in this case, we just say damage report complete, and then it's going to take us to the last screen where again we have gone over this in details in the video that we're talking about 360 photography. You could choose your background and you click save. So once the process of saving is complete, we're going to actually go over the computer right now. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes for the entire process to remove the background, put it on a virtual floor, put it on a virtual turntable, and add all the necessary hotspots, and we are going to see the end result. So once we're done with the actual capture, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes that our AI algorithm does its magic on the car, removes the background, assigns all the hotspots automatically, and assigns the damaged hotspots automatically. The whole goal is that once you're done with the car and once you're done with the capture process, as we saw, there is zero post-processing. Let me repeat, zero post-processing. So to go from what we saw into the final product, there's no action to be taken on your side. And if we have already done the automatic integration to your inventory management or to your website, the process photo will be automatically shown. So again, zero post-processing and zero effort after that in terms of downloading, uploading photos. So with that said, let's look at the final result. So once this is done, this is the final result. As you see, we have changed the background, we have removed the shadows, added the new shadows, we have automatically added the hotspots, the explanations of what kind of hotspot it is automatically added, and if you click, you're going to see the photos that was captured. The same thing with the other hotspots, the front, and you could fully customize what kind of a color your hotspots for the main hotspots should be and what icon look, and also how you would lock the damages. So this is the damage. We chose this icon as well as the orange color. You would be able to change it to whatever color you want as a standard of your business. This is very important because it gives you the chance to fully customize the look. So even though that there is another company using Glow 3D, yours becomes specialized to you with your specialized icon and a specialized icon for either the hotspot or the damages. The other damage that we mark, it shows the hotspot here. We're going to click and it shows here. If we did add a description where we talked about it, it would actually automatically show here. So we didn't add it here just for the sake of moving a little bit faster in the presentation. But if you added, the explanation would come here, and we highly recommend you do that to add the explanation and everything around it. And another very big benefit of our platform is that once we create all of these, we are going to create a gallery of old images, interior, exterior, and everything you capture. We automatically generate 2D photos from the captures you have done, 8 exterior with all background removed, and then we also add all the damage photos or condition photos, and we will automatically sync it to your inventory management. So your entire photography for interior, exterior, 360 photo, virtual tour, damage report, condition report, they're all put in together into a few minutes capture process, which the feedback we're receiving is that the entire process takes less time than the conventional taking photos either with a phone or a DSLR camera and then downloading them to your computer and then uploading them back to your inventory management, because all of that happens automatically. So you're going to spend less time, means saving on a staff time, means if you're doing it yourself as the owner, less work for yourself, and getting something that is 10 times better. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you'd like to watch the video about how to do the actual 360 photography, there's a link in the description. Please look at it. If you'd like, you can contact us and we'd be happy to go over how the software works, answer any question you would like, and you could also add any question you have in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you and have a good day.